and I'm the first negative speaker for this debate. The affirmative claims that plastic bags hurt the environment foremost. However, the contribution of plastic bags to the waste output that America gets rid of is statistically fractional and often exaggerated. According to the EPA's Municipal Solid Waste Report from 2012, the total MSW in 2012 was almost 87 million tons. Paper and paperboard account for 51%, and yard trimmings account for over 22%, while food waste accounts for another 2%, metals 9%, glass 4%, and finally plastic and wood each account for 3%. This shows that not the way the affirmative is painting the picture that there's a lot of plastic out there contaminating our waters and our ground is highly exaggerated. And all of that waste, according to the EPA again, the same report, is produced, of all that waste produced, only 53.8% of it is actually discarded. So the statistics show that plastics don't actually make up a lot of the waste that's going out. And the affirmative also says that it harms our wildlife, which is true. However, the leading, according to Dr. Kyle S. von Houten from the NOAA in 2010 and 2014, the leading cause of death in submarine animals, namely sea turtles, are multifaceted issues such as nitrogen runoff and the invasive algae that they eat. And this fails to be directly attributed to plastic bags, as seen in his report, where he says, the tumor-forming disease fibropapillomatosis has afflicted sea turtle populations for decades with no clear cause. A lineage of herpes viruses associated with these tumors has existed for millennia, suggesting environmental factors are responsible for its recent epidemiology. We demonstrated the disease prevails in chronically eutrophied coastal waters, and turtles foraging in these sites may consume nitrogen-enriched macroalgae. So as I mentioned before, a lot of the waste isn't actually plastic, and the other waste like food waste and paper and paperboard waste could also contribute to the nitrogen that's going to these algae. And to go on, the affirmative wants America to start using reusable bags instead, or other alternatives such as reusable bags or paper bags to replace plastic disposable bags. However, there are known potential health risks in using reusable bags. According to Dr. Charles Jerba, University of Arizona professor of soil, water, and environmental sciences, reusable bags were collected at random from consumers as they entered grocery stores in California and Arizona. It was found that large numbers of bacteria were found in almost all bags, and coliform bacteria in half of them. E. coli was identified in 8% of the bags, as well as a wide range of enteric bacteria, including opportunistic pathogens. So this, although it's reasonable to use reusable bags, there are some unintentional repercussions that can come about from using these bags. And as for paper bags fail to actually be more or less substantial than plastic bags in terms of their carbon footprint. In fact, according to the EPA, current research demonstrates that paper in today's landfills does not degrade or break down substantially faster than plastic does. In fact, nothing completely degrades in modern landfills due to the lack of water, light, oxygen, and other important elements that are necessary for the degradation process to be completed. So if all other waste, including paper, isn't being degraded quicker or better than plastic, then how can you blame plastic for all of the contamination that's happening in America? And the affirmative mentions that other countries have effectively implemented plastic bag bans. However, he uses China as an example. And while China does have a plastic bag ban, it has other environmental issues that it faces. According to Judith Shapiro in her book, In China's Environmental Challenges in 2012, given the severity of these and other entrenched problems such as deforestation, erosion, desertification, heavy metal pollution, salinization, loss of arable land, acid rain, and biodiversity loss, China's handling of its environmental crisis has become of critical importance to the country's stability and legitimacy of the government. So China's been doing a lot of other things to improve its environment other than the plastic bag ban. And another country to mention is Ireland, which also has a plastic bag ban. According to the Inkpen fact sheet, a study carried out by Mike Hidwell Associates on behalf of the UK Packaging and Industrial Films Association found that Ireland imported 20.6 more polythene plastic bags compared to the previous year. PIFA believes this shows that the plastic carrier bag tax nearly displaces into heavier gauge plastic bags for bin liners, nappy bags, and other uses for which thin bags were previously used. So this reflects consumer behavior that people can easily go around the taxes and the ban by buying other plastic bags to fulfill the needs that were once fulfilled by the plastic carrying bags. And this leads to the inherency claim that the plastic bag ban can alter behavior in a counterproductive way. In Edelman Berlin's reusable bag study in 2014, they calculated that non-woven polyethylene bags used for grocery shopping are each used approximately 15 times. Additionally, many of these bags are infrequently washed or never cleaned. And they're often forgotten during grocery trips. So if they're never cleaned and people fail to clean them, then they can cause problems, health risks that were previously mentioned.